We're not gonna miss that.
What?
We're not gonna miss this.
I don't care.
Let's go. Sorry, Dr. Rose. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Good morning. It's such a vibe in the studio.
Yes,
I think that's
it
the
is.
best way to describe
Yeah.
it. You're live with us here on today's edition of Locker Room 981, and the locker room is very exciting this morning.
Yes, it is.
It's nice. It's clean. It has interesting people in it. We have a medical doctor with us as well, and a sports pundit.
No. How kind of introduction is?
No, don't leave. Let me introduce. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought Valentine has to walk in a boxing
No,
ring.
please, she has not bought me protein.
All right, you're welcome to the Locker Room 981. And joining us this morning, we have a voice that you're very familiar with. She needs no introduction, really. She's the number one sports pundit in Nigeria, and we do say so. And she's here today. It's the one and only Tega Supreme.
Okay, that was good. The crowd has to go
Your
out.
ego is bigger than this.
Yes,
place.
it is. And you have to fan it. I have a big ego. Speaking of big, let me give you hot gossip.
Wait,
This
so
one.
before the hot gossip, let me introduce her guest
Okay,
now.
sorry.
All right, I know that this place isn't usually big for two sports analysts on the same day,
Yeah.
but Tega has graciously allowed you to share her space.
Mm.
So it's all an honor and a pleasure to introduce for the very first time on the Locker Room 981, Dr. Rosemary Udeji.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, Rosemary.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome, Rosemary. Great to have you on the show.
Yes.
Now
And now I
proceed.
can release my gist. Okay.
Please.
So this gist slightly borders on the personal, but it's a lesson for all of us to learn.
Okay.
So this weekend, girlfriend breaks up with another boyfriend. And she comes to meet me and to tell me what's going on. And again, it's just the same thing. See, so she's angry, and when she's angry like this, she burns everything down. She's that kind of person that if I'm angry, she will say what she wants to say, how she wants to say it, whenever she wants to say it. And then when she's okay, she'll be like, but you know, I was angry. And I tried to explain to her, no, my darling, you're not nasty because you were angry. The nastiness was inside. You know, human emotion is like a piggy bank. If you break it and it's only coins you've been storing inside, it's coins that will come out. If it's dollars you've been storing inside, dollars will come out. That's how human emotions are. So if anybody can be sweet when they are unhappy,
Yeah.
anybody can be polite when things are going for them. But if when you're angry, you set everything ablaze, there will be nothing to come back to. So now you're coming to tell me that I was angry, that's why I did this. And I'm like, nobody wants to be around that kind of... Exactly. It's literally you. Nobody wants to be around that kind of toxicity. I'm not saying that you shouldn't tell people, like, if they match line, I will come and say, Valentine, you didn't greet me well. You understand? You have to greet me, Her Royal Highness. You address the situation. There's no need to go, Valentine, it's because you barb your hair, you're 2 naira hair that you barb. You don't need to go there.
But if you say it, I know you've been carrying it around.
Thank you. And so that's what I was trying to say. So this week, when you go around, you need to understand that's where maturity comes in. Maturity teaches us to unlearn, to control our emotions. So address the issues and leave the other nonsense outside. So this week, as you go around, remember when you are telling people your truth, just know that you're going to come back tomorrow for something else. So tell your truth, but don't be nasty. The truth has its own potency to do what it's going to do.
Oh, yeah.
There's no need to add your nastiness on top of the truth. If you say, Tega, what you did was not really nice, it's different from, Tega, you are a foolish girl to have done that. It's not that you've not told me the truth, you've insulted me. So what I did was not smart. Tell me, Tega, what you did was not very wise. You could have done this. You could have done that. But we say, Tega, you're a foolish girl. Then you have insulted me. You're not telling me the truth. So while you're walking around telling your truth, learn one lesson this week. That 2 minutes of anger has consequences.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And so
with these few subs
My
of yours,
brother.
have you proven to be...
I'm waiting for the conclusion of the matter.
So with these few stops of mine, I've just come to tell you that you will be like my friend that came to my house with another broken relationship. If you don't learn how to control your anger, it's just simple.
I hope
This
your friend
week-
is listening.
This week, she listened yesterday, so if she's not listening today, it's okay. Because I'm not sure she's going to come to me next week. All I can say is, this week, go out with maturity.
Absolutely.
Address issues and do not go and throw tantrums.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
We need more of this perspective.
We do.
Okay.
Locker room.
When you, it's not perspective as far. This one is real. Tomorrow, guy, I was angry.
Please,
That's
sir.
why I was nasty. No, my dear, you're nasty.
Yeah, that's-
Period.
Send us messages on WhatsApp 0809-444-0981, and you know we're streaming live on YouTube. Just
Okay.
type Smooth FM Lagos in the search box to
And you'll
and
find us
subscribe.
there.
Now, informed Nigerian striker Taiwo Awoniyi has finally been invited to the Super Eagles following his persistently eye-catching performances in the German Bundesliga for Union Berlin. Awoniyi has been called up as a late replacement for Terence Murphy, who is out injured and no longer available for the doubleheader against the Central African Republic in the World Cup qualifying series. On Sunday, before his invitation to the national team, Awoniyi scored 2 goals for his German club Union Berlin in their 2-1 comeback win over Mainz, a team Awoniyi played for on loan 2 seasons ago.
Okay, so I will say this so that we will not be distracting ourselves. Awoniyi was not called because of his great performance.
Yeah.
He was called because people were injured.
Wow.
So let's start from the beginning. So Alex Iwobi got injured, and Terence Murphy was called to replace Alex Iwobi. Then Terence Murphy got injured before Awoniyi now came. So it's not like he was doing so well. The coach was like, I have to have him. That's not how it happened. But it's incredible. Just be prepared so that if you're putting in good, if you're churning out good performances, and something a situation like this happens where the regular guy is unavailable, your name will be at the top of the list, and that's why you have to keep churning out results, putting in the performances, putting in the work. Now, will he be able to translate that to the national team? He's been called up, he's been given his chance. What he needs to recognize is that across Europe, there are Nigerians everywhere who know that they will not be able to break into their preferred country's national team. So the only place to come back home to is Super Eagles. So this one chance you have, use it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you must score the goal. So don't go on the pitch and try to be stingy. It's a team sport. So just put your best foot forward, try to get the team to win, and people will see the effort. It starts from training too. So yes, there'll be the open session for everybody, but that closed session, I think, is where the decision, or those closed sessions are where the decisions are really made. So it will be important for Taiwo Awoniyi, now that he has this call up. He may not even feature, but he has the call up in training. Just unleash whatever you have, show what you can do, liaise with your teammates, because again, selection can also be political. They'll be like, oh, he has chemistry with this, that. They put him on. If you say lone man and you're not Cristiano Ronaldo, my friend, sit on the bench. So
They will still bench Ronaldo despite the fact
exactly,
that
they
he
will
is
still
Ronaldo.
bench Ronaldo. So it's important for him. So good one for the Super Eagles this weekend. They're coming in. They're facing the Central African Republic on Thursday. So there'll be traffic. Let me just let you know.
Here in,
Don't come and be
here in Lagos.
Yes, don't come and be
Please tell us
complaining.
location and time.
Testing Balogun Stadium starts at 5 p.m., which means that the traffic will start at 2.
Please, can buses
So what day is
and
this?
buses Thursday?
Thursday.
Can buses allow their staff to work from home on Thursday, please?
It should be considered.
AKA Mr. Uche and Mr. Tintin.
It should be considered.
This one doesn't affect it. Testing Balogun Stadium is really, you have no excuse. You live on the island, you work on the island. I don't know what you're talking
Some
about.
people go to the mainland every day from that.
So really huge. Also, again, number one, there'll be traffic. But Central African Republic is a new country. Yes, they play in Africa. There are no menus, but on every day of the week and twice on Sunday, Super Eagles should be able to be the wild beast of Central African Republic. Whether it's based on paper or it's based on history, or it's based, I mean, Rwanda beat this team 5-0. If Rwanda can beat this team 5-0, please, what are we doing here? Liberia that Nigeria defeated. I know football is not always mathematics, but Nigeria that Liberia defeated. Liberia defeated this team by 1-0. It could have been more if you watch our stadium. If you watch that match in the Nigerian stadium here, because Nigeria happened to be Liberia's home ground for that first round of matches. So it's important. The second leg will take place in Cameroon, again, because Central African Republic was involved in, as usual, in Africa, civil war, and they have substandard facilities. So FIFA didn't approve their country to host, and so they are going to be in Cameroon. At least we have gone to Cameroon several times.
Yeah.
So this should be 6 points for us, so that we end this matter and just go to the next level. But importantly, they'll be here on Thursday. So Taiwo Awoniyi, welcome to the Super Eagles.
Welcome,
And do your thing.
Taiwo. Yes, and make sure you prove us, let us be happy that you actually on board. Is this for Rosemary? All right, Tyson Fury.
No, this is for me.
Oh, for you. Tyson Fury has been reminded about Deontay Wilder's vicious power by his own promoter, Todd Wolf. Fury will defend his WBC title against Wilder this Saturday in Las Vegas, a trilogy fight between two bitter heavyweight rivals.
Yes, so huge one for Tyson Fury. His promoter is just telling him that this is the last one.
Yeah.
After this one, this is the conclusion. After this one, I can't come and do like Eddie Hearn. I've been looking for excuse. I've been looking for excuse for him. So basically, he's just saying, remember how Anthony Joshua was beaten? Remember what Anthony Joshua needed? But now, and now you are here, and I know that you're taking it for granted that you are the better boxer. I know you're taking it for granted that you've beaten him before, but on this day, do not take it for granted, because he also, Deontay Wilder also knows this is his last chance. So he's going to come at it with everything he has. He's going to be throwing, he's going to risk it all, literally. So you, Tyson Fury, this is the last fight of the trilogy. Let's end it here with a win, and so we can move on. So I like the fact that his promoter is the one warning him, because like I said, Eddie Hearn didn't look very good when he was trying to say, we are going to come for a rematch. It was a humbling moment. So I think for him, really huge deal for Tyson Fury. But it's going to, if you ask me, on paper, with reputation, with fighting style, Tyson Fury should beat Deontay Wilder again. For me, again. But then boxing happens sometimes and people are shocked. And the Ruiz beat Anthony Joshua, so we shouldn't be shocked.
All right, let's get to this next story. Now, James Miller, or Milner, actually is already on a yellow card when he sticks his leg out and takes down a charging Bernardo Silva in the 74th minute. Most expected referee, Paul Tierney, they actually expected him to reach for his pocket again. Instead, Tierney blew his whistle, awarded the foul, spoke to Milner, and showed no card. It's a yellow card. It's a yellow card. It's clear. Guardiola was caught saying, well, it's Anfield and it's Old Trafford. It's in our situation, a City player is sent off. It's clear. It was the second yellow. What did you think?
Okay, so this is, for me, this was the turning point in the Liverpool-Man City. That game ended 2-2. So this foul happens, and the referee didn't send James Milner off for a second yellow card offense, and I think it was 2 minutes later Mo Salah goes to score that brilliant goal that he scores. If you ask me the question now, and it comes down to this question: if Liverpool are down to 10 men, do they still go out all attacking and get that second goal? My answer would be maybe not, especially not at that time. Could it have affected the result? Maybe. But here's what I often say: in big matches, and I've seen it happen several times, in big matches, I've often asked the referee to show some discretion, because there are some things that are yellow cards offenses, but they are not major yellow cards offenses. Like he didn't have a reckless sliding to tackle. There's some things that are not a reckless challenge, and I say, okay, referee, maybe you didn't have to give a second yellow for that, so that you don't spoil the game. I've asked referees in other matches for discretion. So for me to now say that the referee shouldn't have shown discretion in this big match would be tipping it. However, the Milner tackle was a senseless yellow card to have given away. And immediately it happened that they didn't give him the yellow card. You know what Jurgen Klopp did? He just brought Milner out and put somebody else in. And I think that's what really pained Pep. I think that was what really pained Pep Guardiola. My opportunity to get numerical advantage is off, and I'm now 1 goal down. So yes, I agree. There is no planet in which there was not a yellow card, and that was a severe yellow card because it was a reckless, uncontrolled tackle. So it was unnecessary. It was uncontrolled. On a normal day, yes, yellow card. However, the referee decided that big match like this, so he decided to warn James Milner and say, you know what, guy, if you do it again, I have no option but to give you a card. But at that point in time, if you're Pep Guardiola thinking this is my opportunity to get 3 points at Anfield, anything you will even shout for red card, straight red. Do you understand? So it was a tough, and for me on that decision hinged what could potentially have been a 3-pointer for them. That's not to say that Liverpool with 10 men couldn't have just defended that 1-1. But the fact that Liverpool went ahead to score a second goal, and then Manchester City had to now struggle to get the equalizer, was where I think Pep Guardiola was really upset. And then he got even yellow carded for saying that it was a yellow card.
Wow.
Yes,
Because it was questioned, he shouldn't have questioned.
Yeah, he should. No, he came out. First of all, he left his technical area to come and yell at the referee. Wow. So again, it's still part of the dissent. So yellow card. Yeah. If you were Mourinho now, they'll send him to the stand. So he too, he should be quiet. He too, he got away with something. Everybody got away with something. He got away with 1 point. Liverpool got away with 1 point. It was a brilliant match, and if you ask me, on the day, it looked like a game that should have been a draw. On the day, it was a brilliant performance from both teams. However, I totally agree that should have been a yellow card. But I'm with the referee for showing discretion.
I'm giving you a yellow card as well, alongside. How dare you question the referee's decision? All right, we have some comments on this match, but we'll go on the break. When we come back, we'll be starting off with these comments and then some more stories here in the locker room 981.
Okay.
Nice one. Okay, yeah, everyone that has gathered here for the halftime analysis, let's go.
So yes, this is our cornrow. This is our cornrow weekend.
Wow. I should come to work with cornrows, you know.
You can't try it. It's not on brand.
You think so? I can. I so can.
It's not on brand.
I can so
but this weekend we had really a crazy weekend.
Yeah, that's what someone wrote. That was a great weekend.
Let me tell you how bad it was. So after watching Manchester United on Monday, it was crazy. After watching Manchester United, I was like, 1-1, stupid people. Then I watched it. Chelsea won. But I think the madness really started on Sunday. It started on Sunday because first of all it was Ajax. Ajax played.
See how people.
Let me even give you the gist about.
Give us G.
You check out.
Are you ready?
There are these brothers. There's this woman. She had 2 sons. She had a set of twins. So the Timber brothers. So there's Uriel Timber and there's Quinton Timber. So Uriel Timber and Quinton Timber both grew up in the Ajax rank.
Okay.
I think they are 18 or 21, but they still live with their mother. And that's not the biggest part. They still share the same room. Yes, they're identical twins.
Oh, wow.
They still live with their mother, professional footballers, and still share the same room.
What are they using the money that they're earning to do?
I don't know. They probably bought the mother the house and
So
just
they
stayed with
cannot
her.
afford 2 rooms. 2 separate rooms.
They just want to stay with each other. They stay in the same room. That's what that killed me. I'm like, how can you stay in the same room?
Imagine the size of the room, though.
It doesn't matter what the size of the room is.
matter.
You're staying in the same room, which means this person's bed is here, this person's bed is here.
Or even
Anyway,
Meanwhile, is this Ren? How do you pronounce this?
Rent, yes.
Ren's.
Just pronounce it. Just Ren, no S.
Ren,
ES
yeah,
is
Ren,
French.
yeah.
So they now stay in the same room. They now used to play for Ajax. It was until last season that they sold one brother to Utrecht. Now Utrecht is just down the road from Ajax. It's a local rivalry. Utrecht is just down the road from Ajax. They're still living in the same house, which meant that both of them woke up that morning, dressed up in 2 different jerseys, and walked to 2 different clubs.
Have they played against each other?
They played each other against each other on Saturday. That was the one that Ajax couldn't win.
How was the referee able to identify?
No, okay, so
Quinton?
even I can identify Quinton. Quinton has softer features.
Oh, really?
Uriel has sharper features. So Quinton is to be politically correct or to be politically incorrect, Quinton is the final brother.
Okay,
and he has softer. It depends on what it is. If you want me, I'll take a Uriel because he has sharper manly features.
Bad boy.
But Uriel has fine boy. I'm cute. I'm pretty features, but they're identical.
Yeah.
So both of them played
I'm gonna
against.
for them now.
Yeah, both of them played against each other on Saturday, and that is the one Ajax sweated. Ajax did everything. They brought out goalkeeper. They couldn't score. There was nothing Ajax didn't do. It has to be jazz. I'm African and I believe it. So the mother is now they now show the mother in the crowd.
What team is she going to support?
She's been an Ajax supporter fan all her life. But when her son provided the assist for them to
Oh,
score
I
the
see
goal.
who.
She-
Let me show you who I think Quentin is. This is the softer feature one.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
and then
Quinton. Yeah. Those are the brothers. Till tomorrow. So after they lost like that, they went to the same house and
they
ate
will
dinner at the same
sleep.
table.
Yeah, and they will sleep.
It was beautiful story at sea. So yes, now I want the Timber brothers with my Arsenal fan husband. That's what I want.
Wow.
That's my future
That's
ambition
not
now.
asking for too much.
That's not asking for too
All
much.
right, let's get back to and take some comments. We have a number of comments. Let's go. Oh yeah, one word or a few words. If you are missing out on our halftime interactions during halftime here on the locker room on YouTube, then you're missing a treat.
Yes, you are. Wait, you haven't missed much. You can actually catch up anytime on YouTube because it's there forever.
Yeah.
Just type Smooth FM Lagos in the search box and subscribe. Adam Sede says, seeing the Liverpool versus Man City game only goes to show that, or seeing that game only goes to show that Manchester United are not adequately coached. Everton, Brentford, and Aston Villa play better than United. What they do in training? Thank you. What did they do in training? That's a good question there.
LK also says Chelsea were the real winners of the weekend. Liverpool dropped points, City dropped points, Man U dropped points.
And he adds that the Bookers ran to the bank this weekend. Most big clubs lost: Madrid, PSG, and Bayern as well.
Aderemi says previously Chelsea would have dropped points in this type of clash where everyone is dropping points. Nice hair, Tiger.
Aderemi actually says previously Chelsea would have dropped points. Thank you. In this type of clash, okay, you mentioned that already. Let's go to WhatsApp.
No, someone said that. No, don't spoil that gist for me, please. Aderemi also asked, Ayo, please, what are you looking for the twins from Mbok? The Timber twins.
Right, Zizi Classic says the weekend was so entertaining. With the way Barcelona FC and Manchester United is playing this season, even if both sides face each other, I'm very sure they'll both lose. Jeez.
Chimobi Victor says Liverpool and Man City deserve to share the point with the way they both played in the second half. While for Pep Guardiola, he's still annoyed with the referee for not sending James Milner off. That would have given them an edge.
Yeah,
that's right. And Shay says, well, this is Shay, Val and Ayo, Baoni, Tagawe Kobiro. Liverpool versus Man City was a cracker. Valentine, please kindly hail well. Yeah? He said the club on top of the EPL. Taga, did Bayern lose at the weekend?
Yep, they lost to Frankfurt. Yeah.
Ayo, if Imba plays he says, thank you. Ayo, if Imba plays Barcelona today, they will beat Barca 14-4.
All right, let's go. Chimanasi says Salah is underrated. That guy is a fantastic world-class player. If that yesterday's goal or performance has been that of Messi or had been that of Messi or Ronaldo, we won't hear a word till tomorrow.
You're still not hearing word because even I was talking about the yellow card. I still mentioned that it was a fantastic goal.
Yes,
That guy, he took the ball. Egyptian Pharaoh. He took that ball.
Take a focus.
I'm focusing.
Arsenal or Timber brothers.
No, I don't even want a player because these players are not faithful. I want an Arsenal fan that will give me the Timber brothers.
Wonderful. Not asking too much.
Asking too much at all.
All right, so Paris Saint-Germain suffered their first defeat of the season when they were beaten 2-0 at Rennes on Sunday. According to PSG coach Mauricio Pochettino, we played 25 to 30 minutes of very good quality. We were in control of the game. We conceded the goal in a strong moment for them. When we started the second half, we were down 2-0 right away. It was a different game after that. By the way, we're just tuning in. Alongside Tega for this morning's broadcast, we have Dr. Rosemary Udeji joining us to analyze the story. So,
Dr. Rosemary, the floor is yours.
So the performance over the weekend was really an interesting one because all the top side lost. But what was most disappointing about the PSG match was that they didn't play well at all. You could see all the superstars, millions of dollars on the pitch, but not producing any output. It was such a disappointing performance. We saw what they did over the week with Man City, and to come and see that display, I mean, I don't know if it was the formation that was used, but it was really disappointing. And it shows us that football is not just money, it's not just statistics, it's what happens in the day. And there's no telling who can. That's why, like Tega says, it's not mathematics. So anybody can come in anytime and beat anybody, just if you have that luck that day. So fingers crossed.
So borrowing two words that you used and putting it together is probably deformation.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I kid you not. They played Messi.
Yeah.
They played Neymar. They played Angel Di Maria.
Yeah.
They played Mbappe.
Yes.
Yes, all these 4 players with their 6-pack on the pitch. And nothing.
24 packs.
They had no shots on target. I kid you not. Mbappe,
Everybody.
Neymar, Messi, Angel Di Maria, no shot on target.
Wow.
That was baffling for me. They had 13 shots at goal, but Rennes had 12. So
Wow.
it was so. Again, it's what Pochettino and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they're in the same WhatsApp group. What they just, I tell people all the time, they just tell these boys, yeah, get on the pitch and do your thing.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand what the formation, even I just standing here, I can already tell what I'm going to tell my guys to play.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to teach them to trap the ball. You're not going to teach them to pass the ball. You're just going to booster the team spirit and the communication on the team. That's the only work you have to do. But even that, they're not doing. I kid you not. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was just like, we are losing. We're losing 1-0. Okay. Cristiano Ronaldo, get on the pitch and score a goal. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He just said, Cristiano Ronaldo, we are losing. Get on the pitch
Go do your
and
magic.
score a goal. And Cristiano Ronaldo got on the pitch and tried to score the goal. It was not coming. And you're asking why? It's the coaches.
Yeah.
They're not. I think coaches get lazy.
When they have,
When they have star players, yeah.
Wow.
Pep Guardiola is really coaching now. That's
Sorry.
what it is.
Quotable quote.
Yes, that's what it is. Pep Guardiola is now that Pep Guardiola is coaching. That thing he did at Barcelona, it was enjoyment. When you have Xavi, Iniesta, Messi, what do you want to tell them? You just say wave your magic wand, and they won the treble. But
You know, it reminds me, but I don't know if you guys have seen Love and Basketball. Remember when she went to Spain to play?
Yes.
Then the coach was saying and speaking, and she asked, what did you just say? Whatever you do, pass the ball to. So that this is our star player. Just be passing the ball to her.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Victor says, don't be surprised, we'll be watching El Clasico in the Europa League.
That'll be interesting.
Oh, okay. Dakwa wants to know what Tega's request from Arsenal fans. What is it?
So
Yeah.
didn't catch
I
it.
don't want any. No, I said I want to marry an
Arsenal
Arsenal fan, and the Arsenal fan should give me the Timber twins. That's all I want.
Right.
It's not too much.
You want,
Not
to
too
marry, you
much.
want to marry Arsenal fans because they're very loyal.
Yeah, I want to marry an Arsenal fan because they're very loyal. Not an Arsenal player, they
In
can move.
spite of-
Even Thierry Henry moved. I don't want an Arsenal player. I want an Arsenal fan.
Dakwa, are you single?
And then the Arsenal fan should give me the Timber twins.
Yeah.
So if you don't have twins in your family,
I was
just be
going to
walking
say, Dakwa,
forward.
are you from Ondo State or your state to go?
Do you eat
Do
yam?
you eat yam? And very importantly, are you single? You ready to mingle?
Without life, no life, there's still blow. She says, PSG with all the stars, no shot on targets. Village people have woken up. Kilo day. Say, Taga, your hair is very bad.
Thank you, Jare.
So the mic standing in front is blocking Taga's face. So I give that mic a yellow card, Joe. Please, who is that lady with you guys? A doctor? Huh? Is it her debut?
Yeah.
Yes,
it
it's her
is.
debut.
That's right.
Dr. Rosemary Udeji. That's right.
Let's get to the Real Madrid. Their stuttering form continued on Sunday where they were stunned 2-1 away at Espanyol in La Liga. We weren't comfy. We considered early, and that makes the game tougher for you. That's what Real defender Nacho said. He continues, they got in behind us a lot, and we need to work on our defensive play, and that will come in games with games. We've got a number of players missing, but we still have a good squad, and we should be doing better than our last 3 games. We need to improve at the back and respond.
Okay, so like I said, all the big teams. So if me, I even lost money last week, so I'm a big team. That's what it means. Yes, that's my take on the matter. That's how I will sleep well at night. But so Real Madrid wasn't any different. Now you have to remember that midweek they lost.
Yeah.
They lost in the Champions League in a horrible way. Then they go to the La Liga and they lose again in another horrible way. I would say this: they played better in the La Liga though in this loss than they did midweek. However, from the get-go, Espanyol was just ready to deal with them. So all of you that are waiting for El Clasico, that was the El Clasico because Barcelona Real Madrid is not going to be a competition. It's going to be a beatdown. Let me just let you know, it's going to be a
So
beatdown.
beat down on like you
That
said.
Real Madrid
Well,
will. Real
When they say
Madrid.
Imba will beat Barcelona.
When they say Imba will beat Barcelona,
Putting for
Warri Wolves will beat Barcelona.
Smooth FM United
Will beat Barcelona. Not that
Wow.
bad. But so that's the El Clasico you're waiting for. That was it yesterday because of course Espanyol is also a Barcelona
Yeah.
club. So really huge one for them from the start, from the blast of the whistle. These people did not play. They're like, you are in our home soil. We beat you here. And they went after it. Even when Real Madrid looked like they were coming back into the game, they got a penalty and they were creating chance after chance. Espanyol didn't shake. When their own chance came, they took it and went 2-1 ahead.
Wow.
And then they defended with their lives to the last minute. I mean, they got the luck of the draw in the sense that in the second goal that was disqualified or cancelled by VAR for offside. Well, rightly cancelled by VAR for offside by Benzema. He forgot himself and was standing offside because he could have moved. All he needed to do was remove his one leg. It was one leg. Sorry, it was one foot, not the whole leg that was offside. So he could have just put it on and he'd be okay. But he forgot himself, and that was the goal. But Espanyol did everything they needed to do. Absolutely everything they needed to do, and they got away with the result. So Real Madrid, yes, they have a lot of work to go, but they're not so bad. You can see their plan, you can see their style. They just need to merge and consistently push them down. In the other big match in the weekend, sorry, in the previously big match, it was Barcelona against Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. It wasn't a competition at all.
My sister,
It wasn't.
it wasn't a match. But since it's the La Liga, let's just say it was a football match. And Atletico Madrid deservedly won. I don't understand, for me again, Luis Suarez scoring against Barcelona and not wanting to celebrate. They threw you out like a piece of trash. This is when you score and you dunk on them. You gloat, you tear your shirts, you just do something. Yeah, because they threw him out. That's what they did. Ronald Koeman comes in and says, Luis Suarez, we don't need your services. They sell him and they retain, what's the name of that guy that looks like Chris Brown? The player they got from Leganes. They threw him out for that guy. And then you score against them, my dear. That's when you gloat. You turn around, you wiggle your waist a little, you just do something, let them know that they are missing out. But he didn't. He was now being humble. This humility.
You need to take lessons from Tega, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, nice one. Thank you so much. Jamaica from Amu, final comment says PSG, no shots on target. Wow. Ren should have just gone to the match without a goalkeeper.
My dear.
Okay, thank you so very much. Oh, Dakwa says he can.
He said he eats yams.
Plural.
Plural. Charles Chidozie, thank you. So
right.
the twist about the La Liga this weekend was that Espanyol held the city of Barcelona to beat Real Madrid, while the small club in Madrid, Atletico, to beat Barcelona. Please tell us, is it classic that United is suffering from headache while Barcelona is suffering from brain tumor? Wow.
Thank you all so very much. A big thanks to our Dr. Rosemary Udeji for joining us this morning.
Thank you. It's a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you to our faithful, ever loyal, ever sure Tega Supreme. You can find her at Tega Supreme on all social media platforms, and LIS International for the great work she's doing with ladies in sports, and it's very comprehensive. So just looking after the woman in sports in totality. So please search them out and support the good work.
And
Please
thank
don't
you to
forget
our
to subscribe
YouTube
to our
people.
YouTube channel.
Of course.
Shout out to you.
You're
Subscribe to our
amazing.
YouTube
You're
channel.
so
Thank you so much.
amazing.
You guys are the real MVPs.
Yes.
And let's continue Smooth Breakfast Show. We have some great music lined up for you, so don't go anywhere here on Smooth 98.1.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so